back. We are honored today to have with us Admiral Stuart Munsch. And Admiral Munsch, he is a four-star admiral with the United States Navy, and he has quite the extensive career. Now, he's current commander of the U.S. Naval Forces in Europe and Africa, in addition to being the commander of the Allied Joint Forces Command in Naples, Italy. And so the Admiral is also a native North Dakotan. And so, Admiral Munsch, we want to thank you so much for being here with us today.
No, thank you very much. It's wonderful to be home.
Now, certainly quite a responsibility that you have and an undertaking, to say the least. Now, we understand that you plan to be here at the Memorial Day ceremony, at the North Dakota Veterans Ceremony here in Mandan. So can you tell us a little bit about what this ceremony means to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are 2 days in particular that we recognize our veterans. In November, Veterans Day is all veterans. And here on Memorial Day are those who gave their lives in service to their nation. And so on Monday, we'll recognize the 2,956 North Dakotans who have done so.
And as a North Dakotan, now, why did you decide to join the Navy? How many years have you been in the Navy?
It's 39 years commissioned at this point.
Wow, quite the career.
Well, when I was a young person, I was into doing whatever the hardest thing is to do, and Service Academy seemed to be harder than going to a college. And I was most interested in the Naval Academy and was fortunate to go there.
So you were looking for a challenge. You wanted to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Anything about that stands out to share with us?
Well, I had a very fortunate experience there. It can be a pretty tough place, but fortunately, I was well prepared coming out of Oaks. I had done a wide range of extracurricular activities, so a lot of leadership experience. What they had in the curriculum in Oaks was taught well, and so again, fortunate experience while I was in Annapolis.
That's great to hear. And so, how has the Navy, decided to recruit other Americans such as yourself to join the Navy?
Yeah, so the Navy has openings in a wide range of opportunities. Some are in uniform, some are in a civilian capacity. And for those in uniform, always looking for people with had some background in STEM education, because the Navy's getting more and more technologically advanced. We recently just opened up a new specialty in robotics. And so we're very interested in young people who like those sorts of things.
Yeah, you see a lot more students, doing these STEM activities. And it's not something that a lot of people would correlate, being important, having STEM to join the Navy. But like you said, it's getting so much more technology going that way. And
here in North Dakota, there's been so much activity related to unmanned aerial vehicles. That's part of the future of the Navy and all the armed forces. And so there's a real natural opportunity here for young people.
And what would you say to our recent high school graduates, or those who are maybe young enough who might be considering a military career?
Yeah, one of the biggest things you'll get out of it are the leadership skills, which then can serve you the rest of your life, no matter what your career might be after that. And then with just a single enlistment, you're in the GI Bill, which will then pay for college. So you can get the leadership skills, some technical skills, and along with a college education, and come away from all that debt-free.
And what does it mean as a North Dakotan to be at that Memorial Day service in Mandan? What does that mean as a North Dakotan?
Well, I mean, there's nothing more special than recognizing those who've given their lives in service for the nation. And to do so in my home state is really a remarkable honor, and I appreciate the invitation to do so. We really have fantastic folks here in North Dakota, and they've done a lot for the nation over the years.
Well, thank you so much, Admiral Munsch, for joining us today and being here with us to celebrate this holiday and all of those who have served.
Yeah, well, thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you.